Yeah, I'm recording videos again. What a novel concept. So I would like to apologize to you guys. I have no excuse other than Company of Heroes broke my soul. I tried to record... I can't remember what the mission's called. And Cherbourg, and both video files turned out awful. Yeah, I'm just... so, actually, the reason why I'm recording it, and I've been putting this off for weeks, is, sorry, just forgot I had to get my drink ready. Bottle of Dubliner Irish whiskey, honeycomb flavoured. Anyway, the reason why I'm actually sitting down and record now is because my laptop is just dead. So, because it's like 8 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night, I can't go out and get myself a new one, and I'm actually saving my money to upgrade my desktop, so, yeah. So, last time, if you remember, I don't, we just finished Once More Onto the Bridge, where we were going into unnamed town to stop nuclear bomb from being dropped on America. Just wanted to make sure I got missions. I got awards. So we've got 2 more American missions. I know what this one is. Actually, the one I'm thinking of might be this one, and this one might, I don't know. But we only have 1 more Russian mission left, and it is actually an awesome mission. So, no brain. Calm down. So, without further ado... Oh, by the way, I will be blitzing out these last 3 episodes, just so I can get this done. Because, my god, this has been going on for nearly a year, this Let's Play. I'm actually going to be trying, before I begin, I will be trying to record every day. Yeah, every day. Try to upload it the day I record. So yeah. I'm going to enjoy my whiskey.
Come in, Volodya. Please, have a seat.
Is that thing on?
No. Don't worry about it. These tapes will be gathering dust deep down in some basement.
Shut it off.
But...
Vyklúči, Valeri.
As you wish, Colonel.
There is no room for the truth on that machine.
I think Vyklúči means, do what I say, bitch.
Such an ambiguous concept.
Stop it, Valeri. We are defeated here. I know it and you know it too.
I'm afraid that Moscow cannot accept it.
I am not talking to Moscow. I am talking to you.
And what exactly are you telling me?
That I did not bring my men to America to commit mass suicide. And what is coming, I will need you with me.
You can count on me, Volodya.
I hope so, Valeri. Now, put that thing on and we'll get this done.
Very well. Interview number 478, subject, Colonel Vladimir.
In his address to the party congress, the General Secretary spoke of sacrifices made and sacrifices yet to come. But he emphasized that there is no doubt that we are winning this war and that the end is in sight.
It was a rout. Our scattered forces headed for Seattle, and the relief we hoped we would find there. To use a nuclear bomb on one's own country, it was insanity on a scale unmatched even by our own generals. It also destroyed what dreams we had left of ever achieving victory in America. If it hadn't been for the Colonel, we wouldn't have known about Cascade Falls at all. Based on the communiques from Moscow, all was as fine as could be. And now that the Chinese had declared themselves our allies, Victory was supposedly within reach. Again. But we knew better.
Now, actually, I need to point out, at this point in the Cold War, China hated Russia as much as Russia hated America. Another point that I was going to bring up. What Volodya plans, actually... Yeah, what Orlovsky plans is... proves why he's actually my favourite character in this game. Because he doesn't want to send his men to their deaths. He sees them as men, not numbers.
What is the status of the convoy? The wounded are in good shape and we are ready to continue forward. Good.
I know I'm playing this on hard, or at least I think I am, but I've never lost a convoy in this game. That is actually a lot more vehicles than I remember.
Shinko will capture the radio relay station ahead and you must support him, Romanov. We can bring in the reinforcements as soon as it is secure.
This is a really pretty game. Okay.
Advancing at this time. Ural 5 here. I've ordered the convoy to continue north along the main highway. Excellent. We are moving.
Attack helicopters. I really do love them. Actually.
Carry our infantry and our wounded, Romanov. Your utmost protect them.
Am I getting shot in the... Yeah, I'm getting shot in the ass.
We do not have time for this delay. We should leave the wounded to the Americans. I will not surrender our comrades to the enemy, Captain. But they will slow us down. As will you if you do not get a move on. Advance and secure the radio relay station as planned. This is Ural 5. We are moving out.
I do like the Hind. The Hind was like the gunship versions of the Huey and the Black Hawk, in that it could transport. It could only transport, I think, 6 troops, but it was an attack helicopter. It was effectively bring troops into a battle like a Black Hawk, and then support offensive operations like an Apache. And I do like its shape. Its shape makes it look very nice. I know that shouldn't be the first thing that I focused on with a weapon of war, but still. I love how these helicopters can be repaired in the air. That's Soviet technology.
Ural 5 here. We are taking losses. Help them, Romanov.
Losses? The fuck did you... You didn't lose anyone. Lying prick. And by the way, what are my helicopters meant to do? Fire blindly into the woods? I do love how they actually use different weapons to attack different units. They use their machine gun to attack infantry. Pardon me, Scotch is coming back up. Sorry, the whiskey. But they use their... But they use their rockets to attack vehicles. Excellent. Helicopters, just the cheapest way to win this mission. I love it. I'm more concerned about protecting my repair vehicle than I am about protecting his troops. I mean, if you think about it, one thing this game did get very right is how helicopters really did change the nature of modern war. Helicopters and armoured personnel carriers with anti-tank guided missiles. I could care about that flank, but I know my next objectives.
We will clear the surrounding area of enemy troops so that
they
don't surprise us again. Romanov, use your helicopters to scout our flank. Destroy all enemies you find.
Yeah, I kind of went fuck no.jpg when I saw those anti-aircraft vehicles.
The flanks are secure at the moment, but we will have a hard time getting to Seattle at this pace. The Americans are everywhere.
Why wouldn't the Americans be everywhere? This is their own fucking country.
As I thought, the Americans are moving more troops into the area. Destroy them, Roman.
Repair something? Yes, товарищ командир.
Oh shit.
Armor here. We're starting repairs now.
Where do you need us? Destination confirmed. Heading out. Launching launching an AT missile.
Товарищ полковник, we should be counterattacking. This scampering about the countryside will lead us nowhere. Yes, Captain.
This,
Counterattack now would be foolish and rash. We will follow the plan.
you should be counterattacking with what?
Initiating a heavy attack run.
I mean, we do seem to have unlimited helicopters, but
Area clear. Move on.
I'm not going anywhere near that. Yeah, heavy anti-aircraft, those are missiles. I'd have to dump flares, and in my experience, flares do nothing.
Didn't succeed at Cascade Falls. Things would have been different. Yeah, but not necessarily better, comrade. Maybe not.
Well, when you think about it, the Soviets have been here for like, what, months? And they haven't actually progressed anywhere. That scares me. That doesn't.
We see the target. All web, lock and engage the enemy. Commencing flyby attack. Heavy attack helicopter is inbound. Eric, lock and engage. Destination received. Mi-24 on the way. Enemy spotted. Lock and engage.
I'm tempted to assume those guys are going to start taking pot shots at me. I actually find it really, really funny that you can't shoot down air support in this game.
Recovery.
Like, you would actually expect,
Roll out. It's starting. We're repairing the target.
you know, you would actually expect that,
Mi-24 engaging.
you know, if an A-10 Thunderbolt came in, I do love the jets parked in the parking lot. It's quite nice. That's what I was saying though. You'd think that if an A-10 Thunderbolt came in, a anti-aircraft missile would be able to shoot it down. So I'm just going to wait till I got a couple more of these. The hell, I was going to say, I thought that was a pagoda. I'm going to wait till I have a couple. I have a couple more.
Received. Mi-24 engaging. AT missile.
More enemy vehicles. Wipe them out, Lieutenant.
Mi-24 engaging.
Armor hub repairing our comrade.
Because Blitzkrieg worked for the Germans.
Preparing attack. Initiating a heavy attack run. Preparing attack. We got plenty of weapons to attack.
Go away.
Platoon. We will destroy the Americans together.
Ammunition. We see the target. All weapons are hot.
So you eventually do have to capture this hill, which is why I'm making an effort to... I actually do wonder what would happen to a Humvee if it got fired on by like a dozen rockets at once. I mean, Humvees, if you've ever seen any of the footage from the Gulf Wars, Humvees don't actually last too long against RPGs, but still. Yes, run away. But this is actually, they do leave open a lot of room for a sequel in this game. I mean, the concept of now Russia and China are in war with America. I'm not going to give away spoilers for the end game. I actually remember that second last mission is now. It's an interesting one. Not my favourite, but it's an interesting one. I am not going near that. All of my no.
Good out fight here. We have incoming artillery. Spreading out now. Sure.
How the fuck?
Artillery batteries must be dealt with. Romanov, I have a
That is
critical
some
mission for you.
good artillery.
To neutralize the American rocket launchers. We have their approximate locations marked for us.
I have their actual locations. So suck it down, harlot. Or as SKS would say, get wrecked, kid. Near as I can tell, there aren't actually secondary objectives in this mission. Also, these anti-aircraft vehicles have pathetic range for their role. He says losing a hind. They're only hinds. We actually have an infinitely spawning number of them. Never doubt what communists can do.
Destination received. Mi-24 on the launching Aspire missile. Target and fire. Attacking a heavy attack helicopter is inbound. Hostile targeted. Atakuyo! They killed the unit.
So at least they took out their anti-aircraft. Downside is we got to wait. Mi-28. What are you? Mi-24. I think the Mi-28 is the Havoc, which is actually the modern Russian. Is it the Havoc? The Havoc? It's not the Kamov KA whatever. Anyway, the new Russian attack helicopter. I think it can only transport 4 troops, but I do think it is faster. Probably should get to, protecting all those dudes. As Dodoria would say, kinda killing our dudes. It's good whiskey. I love how it's like, we've marked their approximate locations. I have dots that tell me their exact locations.
Recovery vehicle available for repairs. Starting repairs now.
Heavy gunship ready for combat. Flying to the death, moving to location.
I love how, Malyshenko has these units here that can't, help me. These guys I can understand. These guys, not so much. Maybe if Malyshenko wasn't an idiot, the Soviets would be winning this war.
Watch out!
Incoming fire from what?
Target the hostile and engage.
Hang on, is that what I think it is? No, I thought that was a Sherman.
Receive the orders. Affirmative. Hostile heavy gunship commencing flyby attack.
I believe that is a...
Hostile sighted. Initiating a heavy attack run.
Part of me wants to be a smartass and call it a Persian.
Heavy gunship will follow the flying to the destination.
Oh, we didn't even take out their anti-aircraft?
Launching
Poor form.
missile. Mi-24 engaging. Hostile sighted.
I love how the gunships actually juke the anti-aircraft fire. That's a nice touch.
Look and engage the enemy. We've got plenty of weapons to attack. Launching Aspire missile. Commencing flyby attack.
And I do think the machine guns mounted on normal normal... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I did think that the machine guns mounted on these light tanks could potentially
Yes, sir, coming here. Starting self-repair.
harm my,
Zural 5, the artillery barrage has stopped. We are regrouping. Well done, Lieutenant. We still have much to do.
Well, I just lost a vehicle.
Hunter awaiting orders.
Ural 5 here. We just lost a truck. The Americans have set up dug-in positions in and around the hill.
Yeah, about that. What the... I blew those up!
We have established contact with some fire support elements, Romanov. Call on them when needed. Лебедев 5. Communications intercept. Indicate an American command post to the north. And we will destroy it as well. That should cripple them long enough for the convoy to escape. Then we can concentrate on the National Guard forces coming up from the south. Ural 5 here.
Yes,
We
more
are
points.
moving this time. Ural 5. We have several casualties from the barrage. This was unexpected. Try to protect what's left of the convoy, Romanov.
Okay, I've got to protect what's left of me first.
Fixing vehicle. Initiating.
Shouldn't we concentrate on moving forward?
If we do so without clearing the area first, we will take heavy casualties.
I protest this attack, President.
Noted. Now get moving.
Noted. Now I don't actually care.
This is Ural 5. We have incoming fire. Spreading out.
Enemy spotted. Locking and initiating a heavy lock. Affirmative. Target vehicles. We see the target. All weapons are hostile targeted. Attack.
Lots of ammunition was wasted on nothing. Are you allowed?
Receive the orders.
Of course, all of those anti-aircraft vehicles that were set up there are magically gone. Oh well. Yeah, there they are.
Are you allowed?
Armor here. We're repairing our comrades.
Heavily armed. Launching an AT missile.
Strike mission completed. Hostiles are dead. Are you allowed?
Thank you.
Ayatollah? I know that guy.
Armor here. Tоварищ командир. Starting repairs now.
Commencing flight test. Is sliding an AT missile. Executing mission. Heavy attack helicopter is inbound. Lock and engage the enemy. Hostile targeted. Atakuyu.
In this game, it really doesn't pay to Russian submissions. Ha, Russian submissions. Bad joke is bad.
Closing in on the designated strike zone. Get me any second.
Okay.
Launching the sliding an AT missile. You see the target. All weapons are home. Commencing flyby attack. Affirmative. Heavy attack helicopter is inbound.
Zero. Hostiles neutralized in the strike zone.
Heading hostile sighted. Стреляем.
Affirmative. Anti-tank strike is inbound. Out.
We got plenty of weapons to attack.
Товарищ командир. Starting. We're repairing our comrades.
Initiating a heavy attack.
Enemy just confirmed. Returning to base over.
This riveting commentary.
All strong points have been cleared. Malachenko, are you in position?
Malachenko Kunde, we are ready. Ural 5 here. We are holding until further notice. We have incoming American fighters. They are warthogs. Take cover.
They're not actually fighters then, even though they are actually detailed to fighter units.
You will provide air support to 2nd Company while they assault the command post.
You mean I haven't already been doing that? For like, you know, the last billion years?
You have yet to let me down, Ramani. Don't do so now. Ben,
And watch for stray enemies attacking the convoy, Romano. Protection of the trucks is still your main priority.
Oh dear. This isn't good.
Товарищ командир. Starting repair driving.
Waiting for orders. Helicopter and killer.
Strike mission completed. Hostiles are dead. Are you allowed?
What the fuck is the point of having flares if they don't actually...
Convoy is under attack, Romano. Help them.
Maybe they should stop being bitches.
Not a look. Firing a spire. Hostile tank is
Strike mission received. Explosive bombs are out.
heavy attack
Out.
rounds.
Armor available. Yes, tоварищ командир. Starting self-repairs.
Commander.
This is David. The pursuing U.S. forces are now less than 2 kilometers away. I have been busy with the battle. Any word from Army Command on what the overall plan is? None since the last call to rally at Seattle. We are getting sporadic transmissions from other battle groups, but nothing concrete. It's all falling apart.
no. We will go to Seattle and let the Americans destroy themselves by attacking us.
Yes, of course, Captain. Now secure that command post.
It will soon be accomplished. Malachenko out.
Remember when this invasion was going so well for the Russians? Yeah, me neither. The AI seems to have gotten a lot smarter since the last time I played this. Oh, and I got a lot worse at placing attack markers. But the AI seems to like juke some of my fire support. That one it didn't jerk because it wasn't on target, but My command post.
Armor available. Arc repairs. Starting repairs now.
Just point the way. Commencing flying hostile engage. Got the lock. Firing initiated. Launching an AT missile. Packet in play. Mi-24 going on the walls. Firing an AT missile. We see the target. All weapons are gone. Target and fire. Heavy commencing flyby. Cracked open.
I like how we're just hunting this last few tanks with our 4 helicopters.
You are free to move ahead to the next rendezvous point. The road is clear.
Acknowledge, Silver One. See you there. Ural 5 out. Ural 5 here. Continuing ahead. We ran the gauntlet with only minimal losses. Thank you for the excellent support, Comrade Lieutenant.
Protected the convoy and the wounded to the best of your abilities, Commander.
Not really, I've done it better.
Now
Now,
we must see to defending our rear while the convoy continues on. I have a plan for how we will proceed. Briefing in 5 minutes. Captain Malashenko and Major Lebedev, you will attend. The rest of you hold in place and stand guard. If we go to Seattle, we'll die in Seattle. The Americans will never allow the Chinese to land. We saw in Cascade Falls how far they are willing to go.
What exactly are you saying?
We're not going to Seattle. I've made preparations to take the men home. A ship is expecting us at this location tonight.
What? Betray our country?
It's the right thing to do. I'll accept full responsibility.
Were you aware of this?
He's not in command here. I am. Please try to understand.
I am Captain Malashenko.
you can understand why he's so pissed, can't you?
I'm doing this for the men, Korea.
Those men don't belong to you.
I love how Valery, Volodya?
Turn tail and run.
But we don't belong here.
Lebedev is freaking the fuck out.
Adventure has been a full...
That is really bad body armor. Like, really bad.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you. He was a traitor.
I'm taking my company to Seattle.
I'll bring the battalion to victory.
That was a lot of blood really quickly. Unless they went right through his heart, he could still be alive.
Time to choose. Oh, friend.
You can understand, in a way, why Malashenko is so angry. His wife and daughter were killed by Soviet strikes on their own buildings.
Sokol elements.
Well, that would be normally if I didn't bomb all those buildings into oblivion myself.
The colonel is dead. I am taking command.
Now, I think he's DevGru. Not DevGru, that's fucking Navy SEALs. He's...
Malashenko and Second Company.
I was gonna say, where did my helicopters go?
We must organize the rear guard. Romanov, establish a perimeter and hold off all American attacks. You will have to command some of the ground elements as well, Romanov. Do not let the Americans through.
When you want us?
Set up defensive positions by the highway. I will see to the flank.
Like I said-
Aviation will continue to fly sorties for us. Call them for air support.
Wow. Never been this high before. The light. I'm probably going to actually set that as my screenshot. Fuck. I can't even remember what it's called now. Thumbnail.
Starting repairs now.
Now I could go, yeah. I could probably pull in some more, some infantry and some light vehicles, but they give me infinite tanks and attack helicopters. I'm going to use that maliciously.
American ground
Whoa.
Why didn't we see it?
No huggles. Huggles are bad.
Order received. Targeting napalm strike on coordinates. Starting repairs now. Target kill.
Preparing attack.
We are switching communications to alternate frequency 4. Do so now. Ural 5, acknowledge. Ural 5, Ural 5.
I can't believe I didn't just napalm my own helicopters.
I'm about to send you. We will fight off the Americans here and then follow you. Understood. Maloshenko, acknowledge. This is Lebedev, calling Captain Maloshenko. Prion. They must have missed the frequency switch. Too bad, but we will manage without that.
Transmission received. Cluster bolter out.
We see the target.
Give us some order. Hostile engaged. What should we do?
I'm doing worse than I normally do.
Fixing repair started. The airstrike was a miss.
When I get this quiet, guys, I'm concentrating hard.
The state will need us when the time comes.
No, the state will not need us.
Expect me any second. I always inbound the cluster ordnance. Stay clear. Over. Situation here. Fixing, initiating field. Fixing, initiating field repairs.
Flight batteries heading for the disc. Commencing flyby attack.
Target area cleared of hostiles. Returning to base. I can't confirm any casualties.
What the fuck? My attack helicopters seem to have gone temporarily retarded.
You must hold for a little while longer. Then we will pull back for the next line of defense.
What are your next orders? Fixing, initiating.
You got casualties.
If we destroy that
Hostile targeted. Атакую. Attacking us.
neutralize the enemy.
Mi-24 going in. Tagging target.
Shoot him in the ass.
Napalm delivered on the coordinates. We're on out.
I love how I haven't lost a single tank, but I've lost like a dozen gunships.
Unit killed.
Should probably be using some of these anti-aircraft supports, but
Tank hunter awaiting orders. Affirmative, товарищ командир. Tank killer near the hostile targeted. Атакую. Flight batteries. Heavy gunships killing the three dogs.
Napalm is primed and inbound. Out.
Heavy attack helicopter executing mission.
if it wasn't for all these fucking anti-aircraft units, I'd love this mission. Although I do find it actually kind of funny that they're focusing so heavily on my anti-tank, on my gunships.
Fire. Returning to base. Over.
Targeting fire.
Incoming artillery. Time to fall back to alternate defense position.
Give me my fucking controls, you prick!
We've got a situation heading for the position. Give us the command. Yes, товарищ командир. Товарищ командир. Going for the destination. What are your next orders? Starting with repairing our cover.
That is a actually really well-organised artillery barrage. I love how my tanks are just faster though.
We must resist them with all we have. This is it, Romana. We will break their attack and then retreat.
I was going to say, why don't you call in some more men, you worthless bastard?
Tank hunter awaiting orders. Target the hostile and engage. Preparing attack.
Enemy tank killed.
Tank killer on the move.
Do I have more fire support? Oh, lovely. I love these heavy air support.
Initiating a heavy attack run. Mi-24 going in at full speed. Target. Fire. Hostile targeted. Атакую. Heavy attack helicopter is inbound.
And one thing I actually love, that I'll share with you guys while I've got time, if any of you know Kokoschia, one of my major inspirations to become a Let's Player, he actually has a meme page. Got to keep my men fluid on this. Also, could probably knock down a bit of the forest. Just give my tanks a better line of fire onto the flank. Now, odds are that is a terrible idea that will only end in misery and woe. But right now, I am willing to take it. Ah, fuck me! I'm the only one who... Points if you guys saw that. Seriously, comment in... just comment. If you guys saw that I was using anti-tank strike in the forest, please tell me. Now this might expose my flank, but it'll also allow me to take pressure off of my left. And seeing as my gunships can pretty much defend the right as well.
Fighting in the distance, but we have not seen any Americans for a while now. Excellent. Did you get the coordinates I sent? Nah, but there must be some mistake. I thought we were going to Seattle. Yeah, the coordinates are correct. The road should be clear. We will meet you there. Understood. Estimated arrival in 3 hours at present speed.
It's not fast enough, bitch. Oh no, that's an anti-aircraft vehicle. Oh no, some of mine no. I love how conscientious my guys are. They actually take out the anti-aircraft units that threaten my air support. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. 2, 1.
Heavy air support cleared the strike zone. Scorpion out.
Really? That's your heavy air support? The American heavy air support lasts for like 30 seconds. That's ridiculous. Now, I know this is wasteful, but I actually want to see, do all my helicopters get fucked up in there? Oh no. You should be there. Yep. Huh. Was not expecting that. I love how my men have pretty much just held the entire... You know, once I get rid of the last of these trees, my men will have held pretty much the entire line. You guys can see the tactical idea behind this. It's so that these guys can provide me with fire support, so can these guys, and I can hit the enemy in the flanks for them. It's kind of the opposite of what you do with a lot of trenches, where you create a V in your line, so the enemy attacks and he's getting fire from 2 points. Also, these Soviet any heavy tank is pretty much worthless against heavy tanks. Oh wow, that's a lot.
They will not be able to sustain these losses forever. We never squandered them. Tu-95s and core Armada. They should be able to break the American attack completely with their bombing runs. Call them in now.
Order confirmed. Bombing run is on the way. Carpet bombing requested. Stay clear of the area. Over.
Love the Tu-95, although it shouldn't be flying that low.
This is Grazad. The result of our attack run is a lot of dead hostiles.
Oh, son of a bitch! Why? Whoa! You! Oh no, they're running. I love how I killed most of the guys there. Jesus, we fucked this place up. I love how my air support killed most of the guys at the left flank.
I
Well,
can see
all of them
why the
actually.
Colonel put so much trust in you, Comrade Roman. You have saved all our lives here today.
I thought
This is Major Lebedev to all remaining units. The time has come for us to retreat. We will not go to Seattle, but to an industrial harbor further north, where a transport ship is waiting to take us home. This order comes directly from Army Command. Captain Maloshenko and 2nd Company will not be joining. The Americans have a saying, live to fight another day. And that is exactly what we will do, comrades. And then we will honor the Colonel's memory by winning this war. Lebedev out.
They say you're asking me for bail.
I'm sorry, Comrade Major, but since Colonel Arlovsky is dead, I can't...
Captain!
without
Do you know
verifying-
who Comrade Minister Crash is?
Of course. He is the Minister of Defense.
And my father-in-law. Do this. I'll make sure you're duly rewarded for your selfless service.
he reminds me of Tywin Lannister.
Without some confirmation, I simply
And then
can't...
again, I could just have my men shoot. Perhaps your second in command is more willing to listen.
I love how that gun clicked and no one cocked it. Do Soviet guns just make random clicking noise when they're pointed at them?
Good choice. Tell the man.
Now you guys can actually see why Colonel Orlovsky is my favourite character of in probably the entire Soviet campaign. In the entire game, he's second only to Sawyer. You have to admit that what Orlovsky did, organising this transport for his men, it it pretty much went against Soviet doctrine. It went against what they're trained to do. And he cared more about his men than the war. More than his own life, actually, because they would have killed him. So, I thought that he's a really great character, and I thought, when I first saw that scene, I thought it was really sad that he died. But at the same time, in terms of a narrative, I can see how that worked, because he was always kind of when they were in America, he was kind of the reluctant leader. They only had a relatively small force compared to the size of the Soviet army that was probably in Europe. This would have been a minuscule force in an enemy country, going through an ocean where the enemy has numerous bases for their ships. So, supplies would have been hard to come by. But honestly, I don't have words to describe how the narrative made sense to me, because it just, you look at it, Maloshenko's lost his wife and daughter. In the actual canon thing, though, the Soviets are the ones who bomb all the buildings. I just bombed them because I got bored. But you can see how he wants to punish those he blames. He doesn't even want to accept the truth. The Soviets are losing in America. And like a lot of soldiers, I'm tempted to say von Paulus from Stalingrad, but he surrendered. Like the German defenders of Berlin at Seelow Heights, the German soldiers defending the Rhine at... I know this one. I can't remember what it's called. Gone. But yeah, like a lot of soldiers, past, present, and most likely future, they refused to accept the truth that there was really nothing they could do to win the war. And his blind faith in the Soviet cause cost his uncle his life, and ultimately, because we all know that was the last Soviet mission, so I have to win now. I mean, America always has to come out on top. So, ultimately, it's probably going to cost him his own life. I just thought it was, it's a really thought-provoking thing. Anyway, I'll end this 5-minute monologue, and I'll see you in the next video.